everyone. We will announce the world's one and only real-time chart, HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart starting now. This is your host, Joe. And if you're curious about K-pop album sales, please subscribe to the channel and also like this video. This is the first week of June. Finally, summer is here. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the weekly physical album charts rankings of the first week of June. Starting with the 10th place. 10th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June was taken by Moonbyul of Mamamoo. Her solo album, Moon, the repackaged album, was sold 7,005 copies in the last week. Her latest news is that she will be collaborating, more like featuring in a single new track that's coming out from Jaya of Brown Eyed Girls. Her new song is called Greedy, and Moonbyul will be featuring, as obviously a rapper, in this new song. So this is their actually first time collaborating, so very excited to see these female artists collaborating and supposedly making a good effect on each other. And actually, apparently the lyrics is also written by IU, so all the cool female artists collaborating with each other, and the song will be coming out on the 12th, very soon. So that was on the 10th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June. Moonbyul of Mamamoo, her single album, Moon, the repackaged album, was sold 7,005 copies in the last week. Moving on to the 9th place. 9th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June was taken by Tomorrow by Together. Their new album, The Dream Chapter Eternity, was sold 7,240 copies in the last week. And they have recently finished their promotion with the previous title track, and this is their new promotion with the track called Puma. And with that, they're promoting on the music shows, and also the music video was not released not too long ago. And as the title Puma, the song itself is a story about this animal, Puma, I suppose, escaped from the zoo, and it's written in the point of view of that animal and sort of sings about the fear of meeting this new world, also excitement as well. Music video itself is kind of really dark, a lot of chains, a lot of cages, a lot of arrows, so it's a very, I guess, another dark song from Tomorrow by Together from this album. And they are continuing on the music show promotion, so if you're supporting them, definitely watch the music shows, vote for them, and everything. And that was in the 9th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June, Tomorrow by Together, The Dream Chapter Eternity, that was sold 7,240 copies in the last week. Moving on to the 8th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June was taken by Kim Woo-sok. His album, First Desire Greed, was sold 7,885 copies in the last week. And since the last week's release, he's been actively promoting on the music shows and also appeared on a few TV variety shows. And in one of the shows, he introduced his pet puppy. It's not a full dog, I suppose it's only 6 months old. It's a puppy named Tata. It's very cute. It's a white Pomeranian, and I think the whole story about it is how he really looks like this cute little puppy, and also he decided to adopt Tata because he wanted a puppy who has a smiley face, and he also wanted the positive energy from the puppy. So it was very cute. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. And that was in the 8th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June. Kim Woo-sok's First Desire Greed album that was sold 7,885 copies in the last week. This weekly physical album chart result is presented by HANTEO Chart, the world's one and only real-time music chart. And because it is the album sales result from all over the world, if you have purchased an album last week in order to support your artist, your purchase has counted towards this week's weekly physical album chart result. Moving on to the 7th place. 7th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June was taken by Park Ji-hoon. His album, The W, was sold 9,590 copies in the last week. As you know, this album was, I suppose, released the last week and did very well. And there's also a good news for Park Ji-hoon. He'll be appearing on as an actor with this role called Gong Ju-young on this web drama, basically called Love Revolution. It's based on a web comic. If you are one of those people who read the web comic in Korea, that's what it's called. And it's a very supposedly famous web comic, and the story about these two high school kids. There's this male character, obviously, it's going to be played by Park Ji-hoon, and it's a female character, and this Ju-young, the male character, is deeply in love with this girl. So he's a super romantic character, and a lot of the fans are excited about it because they say the role itself goes really well with Ji-hoon. So very excited for that. It's going to be 20-minute long drama. That's going to be 30 episodes. There's plenty of chance to meet Park Ji-hoon as an actor. And obviously he's doing very well on the music side as well. And placed 7th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June. Park Ji-hoon's The W, that was sold 9,590 copies in the last week. Moving on to the 6th place. 6th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June was taken by GOT7. GOT7's Die album was sold 11,502 copies in the last week. And for GOT7, it's news on the music video side. So Hard Carry, which I think a lot of people's favorite GOT7 songs, has surpassed the 100 million view point not too long ago. And that made GOT7's 6th music video to surpass that 100 million view point. The other songs include Just Right, If You Do, Never Ever, which is also another good song, A, and Lullaby were the 5 songs, and Hard Carry became the 6th song to surpass the 100 million view points. And as you know, this particular song was from the Flight Log Turbulence, which was the 2nd studio album of GOT7, and here we are with the latest album, Die. GOT7 has placed 6th place in HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June and sold 11,502 copies in the last week. So we're up to the half point of announcing the weekly physical album chart, and as you know, this weekly physical album chart result is presented by HANTEO Chart, the world's one and only real-time music chart. And if you enjoy watching this broadcast, please subscribe to the channel WhosfanTV and also like this video. Moving on to the 5th place. 5th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June was taken by Baekhyun of EXO. His solo album, 2nd mini album, Delight, was sold 19,074 copies in the last week. 19,074 copies in the last week. And just with the beginning of the music show promotion, he placed first immediately. Not surprising, given the fact that he placed the first on the last week's weekly physical album chart with the album's release. And EXO members, including Chanyeol and Kai, came up to the stage and celebrated the first place that Baekhyun won in the music show as well. And yeah, I believe it was Inkigayo of last week, and the members really celebrated with him as well. And I guess the title track, Candy, was nominated along with Oh My Girls Nonstop and Leo of Both4, but placed first in the music show as well. So congratulations, and also did very well on the weekly physical album chart of this week as well. In 5th place, Baekhyun's Delight was sold 19,040. I don't know why I keep saying 40. 19,074 copies in the last week. Moving on to the 4th place. 4th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June was taken by Monsta X. Their new album, Fantasia X, was sold 21,598 copies in the last week. And they recently released this new challenge called Fantasia Challenge on TikTok. And as you can imagine, this is to dance along with the Monsta X members with this key choreography, point choreography of the title track Fantasia. definitely check it out. They were in this sort of like a casual sportwear looking outfit, and I think fans were going crazy over it as well. And obviously a lot of challenge videos uploaded on TikTok and possibly Twitter as well. So check it out, participate. And that was in the 4th place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June. Monsta X's Fantasia X was sold 21,598 copies in the last week. Moving on to the 3rd place. 3rd place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June was taken by Victon. Victon's new single album, I believe, is called Mayday, and was sold 60,513 copies in the last week. And this is their comeback after 3 months since the last mini album. And since it's a single album, it has the title track also called Mayday, and it's sort of like a alternative R&B / dance track. Has a sort of like a, not necessarily sad, but very intense look and feel to the music video and song itself as well. Obviously the Mayday itself means calling out for help, SOS. So it sings about, please save me from this love that's going on and on, basically. And also, it also means another day in the month of May. So I guess it has like a dual meaning that way. And I think the music video, and I was actually really impressed with the dance of this particular song. It goes really well with the song's atmosphere itself. It's sort of like a slow dance and also very smoothly moving. So it was very interesting and very pleasant to watch. And the music video itself has a really intense storyline as well. Like they fall basically from the sky, and there are a lot of like planets, and like I think some allusion to like time travel / space travel, that kind of thing. So a lot of interesting visual effects going on in the music video as well. And obviously did very well on this weekly physical album chart results. In 3rd place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart of first week of June, Victon's Mayday was sold 60,513 copies in the last week. We're only left with 2 albums of this week, and this weekly physical album chart results is brought to you by HANTEO Chart, the world's one and only real-time music chart. And if you are enjoying watching this broadcast, please subscribe to the channel and also like this video. In the 2nd place of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart, first week of June, is NCT Dream. Their album Reload was sold 60,743 copies in the last week. And part of the reason why they did so well in this weekly physical album chart is that their Kino album was released on the 1st of June, and obviously fans decided to support them with purchasing this version of the album as well. And if you're not aware what the Kino album is, it's basically a little thing that you can plug into your phone, and it plays music as if you are playing a CD on your CD player. So it usually has its own photo cards and like special like mini posters, that kind of thing. So fans love to collect them as well. And each individual track also has an album, sort of like a cover art for albums, like a track art. And I guess there was a sort of like a mistake made, and one of the members, Jaemin, was missing from this particular track cover art. So there were a lot of fans complaining about it, obviously. And I believe it's updated by now, but yeah, so that was sort of like a topic on line for a bit. But did very well in terms of the album sales and placed 2nd in HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart first week of June. NCT Dream's Reload was sold 60,743 copies in the last week. And only left with the 1st place. 1st place, the very top of HANTEO Chart's weekly physical album chart first week of June, was taken by Twice. Their new album, called More and More, was sold 323,742 copies in the last week. And this is their 9th mini album. You sort of realize how long Twice has been gracing our existence. And the title track is also called More and More. And on the very first day of its release, which was the 2nd of June, it surpassed the surpassed the 300,000 album sales points on the real-time music chart and became a huge news. And they also, obviously, with this amazing record, has broken the group's previous initial Chodong records, which is the first week sale records as well. And I believe they have tried this new sort of music style, and fans were wondering if they were, going to do well or it's going to flop. But obviously, it did super well. And also, Mina, who was having a break from the promotion for about a year, joined back. So it's now full twice. So the Onces are very happy about that. And also, a couple of members in their interview also revealed that they were super happy to have Mina back. So amazing promotion, probably is going to go on. And that was in the first place of HANTEO Charts, Week of Physical Album Chart of first week of June. Twice's More and More album that was sold 323,742 copies in the last week. So that was everyone on the top 10 of HANTEO Charts Weekly Physical Album Chart of first week of June. Congratulations, everyone. And if you are enjoying this broadcast or just genuinely interested in weekly album sales or for any basically music album sales, real-time, daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly, definitely check out our app called Whosfan. It's available both Android and iOS. And if you download the app, obviously you can check all the music charts. And there are a lot of fun votes and events going on basically every week. So especially if you have an artist who's coming back in, the coming weeks, definitely check out the app and participate in the events, read the news, check out the charts, all that good stuff. And also, please subscribe to WhosfanTV channel and like this video, and we will continue to report on the weekly charts and other ongoings in the K-pop world. And that's everything that we have this week. Thank you for watching, and this was your host, Jo. See you next week. Bye, everyone.